Linux has two ways to peek inside a running system. The legendary top command and its colorful, upgraded cousin top. Top is the original workhorse, a plain, monochrome terminal inherited from the 1980s Unix era. Top is the same idea, reimagined as a modern dashboard with graphs, color-coded meters, and real-time updates. Every column in top tells you something specific about a running process. The PID is the badge number, a unique ID assigned to each process. User shows which account owns the process, drawn as an avatar icon. PRI is the kernel's priority rating, shown as a star ranking. NI is the nice value, a slider that lets users politely bump a process up or down in the queue. The next group of columns tracks memory and state. VIRT is the virtual memory a process has reserved, drawn as a fluffy cloud. Residential is the resident memory actually living in RAM, shown as a solid bar that fills up. SHR is the shared memory it borrows from libraries, symbolized by a chain link because multiple processes can hold hands and use it together. S is the process state, a little traffic light showing whether the process is running, sleeping, or stopped. The final columns measure real-time resource burn. CPU% is a percentage gauge showing how hard the processor is being worked. MEM% is a second gauge showing how much physical RAM is being eaten. Time plus is the cumulative CPU clock, total processor time the process has chewed through since it started. Across the bottom of top sits the function key bar, a strip of 10 labeled keys that gives the tool its superpower. F1 opens help, F2 opens setup for customization, F3 searches processes, F4 filters them, F5 switches to a tree view that reveals parent-child relationships, and F6 sorts columns by clicking or pressing arrows. The remaining 4 function keys control process behavior. F7 and F8 are nice, and nice plus. They lower or raise the priority slider, so important jobs run sooner. F9 is kill, the big red button that sends a process to the afterlife. F10 is quit, the exit door out of top entirely. What makes top genuinely different from top is interactivity. You can mouse-click processes, scroll vertically and horizontally, and watch every meter refresh in real time. CPU cores are color-coded so you can spot which core is sweating, and the whole layout is yours to rearrange. Top still gets the job done, but top transforms process management from a chore into a visual experience. Once you launch top, you stop guessing what your system is doing, you see it. Press F5 to enter tree view, and top reveals the parent-child lineage of every running process. At the root sits systemd, branching into services, shells, daemons, and user applications, a living family tree of your system. Hit F4 to filter, type a keyword, and the entire list collapses to matching processes only. Searching for Nginx instantly hides everything else, and leaves a clean row of Nginx workers ready to inspect. Press F6 to sort by any column, CPU%, MEM%, time plus, PID, or user. Each press rotates ascending and descending, letting you instantly surface the heaviest resource hogs or the longest running tasks. F7 lowers the nice value to gain priority. F8 raises it to yield CPU time. Negative values like -5 mean more aggressive scheduling. Positive values like +10 mean the kernel favors other processes first. It's a direct trade-off. Lower NI equals higher priority equals more CPU time. F9 sends a signal to the selected process. Sigderm at 15 asks politely to shut down. Sigil at 9 forces immediate termination. The process disappears from the list. Remember, root privileges are required to renice other users' processes, or to kill anything you don't own. Top is an interactive process viewer for Linux, and its launch flags give you precise control over what you see before it even starts. We'll walk through the most useful flags one command at a time, so you can see exactly what each one produces. Starting with a clean slate, the clear command wipes the terminal, so we have a tidy canvas for each demo. It's a habit worth keeping during command walkthroughs so screenshots and recordings stay legible. The V flag prints top's version and build information, then exits without launching the interface. It's the fastest way to confirm top is installed, and to check which libcurse's version it was compiled against. The D flag sets the delay between updates in tenths of a second, so D5 refreshes every half second. This is useful when you're on a remote host and want to reduce bandwidth, or when you need slower updates to capture a screenshot. The U flag filters the process list to a specific user. Running top. uroot shows only processes owned by root, which is perfect when you're troubleshooting a service that runs with elevated privileges. The P flag pins top to a specific PID, so you can watch a single process in detail. With P1, top monitors PID1, which on most Linux systems is systemd or init, the very first process the kernel starts. The C flag disables color output, rendering top in monochrome. This matters when you're piping output to a file, redirecting to a non-color terminal, or working over a session that strips ANSI codes. To compare TOP's interactive view with a snapshot from PS, we run PS, EOPID, compipe through head -10 to grab the first 10 processes. This gives you a static, scriptable alternative when you can't run an interactive tool,